to speak with her was to get her on the show. And, I was so excited you accepted easily because I don't always get that. Most people are like, oh no, I don't want to be on radio, but you are like, oh really? It can't be tomorrow, but how about next week? It was that easy. And so I'm going to have an exciting conversation with her. I intentionally told her I don't want to know much about her because I want to find out about my guest on the show, right? And so, as we always do, you can join the show on Facebook Live, Orange 107.9 on Facebook. And if you want to, contribute on WhatsApp, you can do that on 0541 And for the record, am I live? Yes, she bought me a cup of coffee, making her my favorite guest of all time. She knows the keys to my heart. So good afternoon to you, Amanda.
Good afternoon, Francesca. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm very well too. Excited to be here. I hope you can hear me very well.
Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear. I always say that I do not introduce my guests. For you, I don't even know you to introduce you. Mm-hmm. So you have to do as the Anna, let us know, who you are beyond, Amanda, like I said.
Okay. Well, my name is Amanda Broby. I'm a mother and wife of 3 children and wife to Isaiah, daughter to Henry and Juliet, a recent business owner in Ghana, coffee shop owner to be precise, Chemfre in TUC, opposite Apute, a recent returnee home from London, UK, South London to be precise, which is where you hear the accent. Yes, that's me in a nutshell.
Fantastic. So many questions coming up when you started talking about you. First of all, you said the name of your coffee shop is?
Chemfre Coffee Shop Lounge.
Chemfre.
Chemfre.
What does that mean?
Oh,
what
goodness.
Language is that?
It is an Adinkra symbol, and it means pot shed. What about the potter who created the potter has been around for time in the memorial, but what about the potter that created it? So it's about knowledge, respect, honesty, and that there's always something more to learn, and there's always someone out there that knows more than you. And we should be open to learning. But the actual translation is in my shop, so do come along and read it for yourself, because I don't think I've read it that well. But yeah.
Right, Chemfre.
It's the Adinkra symbol, yeah.
To think that I was born in this city and I've lived all my life and I still don't get it.
A lot of people don't realize it.
Yeah.
Well, because they see me and hear me, they assume it's from outside, and then I say, actually, it's the Adinkra symbol. So, and this is the meaning of it. So.
It sounds exotic.
Yes, that's what, yeah. I wanted to do the opposite. I'm in Ghana, so I wanted the name to reflect that I'm in Ghana, Kumasi, and also the interior to reflect that. If you take pictures, you'll know where you are.
Right, and I've been to the coffee shop. It's fantastic. Your design is different.
Yeah.
The ambience is different. I loved it.
We're trying to create a soulful, chilled out kind of a vibe. So somewhere where you can come on your first dates, meet up for coffee, meet old friends, bring your mother, your father. If you just love coffee, you will get coffee. We use real coffee beans. Okay. So we have machines that grind it, so the aroma is beautiful. I know you would appreciate it. It is to die for. If you're a coffee drinker, we have cupcakes, cakes, pastries, fantastic. Donuts, croissants, all the works. We're trying to emulate a British coffee shop.
Okay. Yeah. With an African touch, so
twist.
Yes. Right. Okay. So let's have a conversation about coffee. Now I realize.
Excuse me.
Let's hold on and have a drink of water. Okay. So we're talking to Amanda Broby, founder of Chemfre Coffee Lounge, not coffee shop. Coffee shop lounge. I'm learning a lot. So I'll tell you something. A couple of years ago, I used to have a shop around here at Sokwa. And during Christmas, I make hampers. I do a lot, my dear. I do a lot. And I had quite a number of orders. I felt like I needed a pick-me-up. And then I started driving around looking for a coffee shop. None.
Sorry.
There was none. I think it was 2017 because I quite remember I came here to the mall looking for coffee. And then there was a shop, an eatery at the food court. I've forgotten what it's called. I think they're no longer here. And then somebody said, oh, they have coffee, go there, right? And so I go there and I say, I want to get a cup of coffee. And the guy's looking at me like, you want to get what? I said, I want to get a cup of coffee. They said, you have coffee. He went in, in there, stayed there for a bit, came out. Then he's like, oh, we have Nescafe. Do you want it? At this point, like, I'm really desperate. Like, oh, yeah, give me Nescafe. Okay. So he gives me a little bit of hot water, like little. And then he tops it up with cold water. And he hands it to me. His back was turned to me when he was doing it, so I didn't really see. But when he gave it to me and I drank, it was like cold. So I'm like, why is the coffee cold? He said, oh, I don't think you will like hot coffee. I said, but you didn't ask me, So from then I was like, okay, we don't do coffee in Kumasi. This is 2017, so it's been quite a while. But now I realize that there are a lot of other coffee shops opening up. I've heard about a few, haven't been there. And now I feel like the coffee culture is coming to Kumasi when it's been in Accra for so many years, right? And for me, the good thing about it is that it gives people a place to hang out, to chill, to have meetings, that sort of thing, networking and all of that. How have you found the coffee, for lack of a better word, scene in Kumasi?
Well, please bear in mind we're literally babies to the market. We've been open for approximately 2 months. It's like 8 weeks, so it's fairly new. But
8 weeks?
Wow. In the time that we've been open, we've had a good footfall coming and going. We've had a few people come in and hold their meetings there. We have buses of tourists come by. And we've had a lot of good feedback, although they haven't all put it on our Google review, but word of mouth feedback has been really, really good. I had a group of Americans come in. I think they were researchers, and some were, another group were, I think, missionaries. And both groups were like, you need to have a little cart outside all the hotels because this is the best coffee we've had. I said, wow, even the hotels. I was quite surprised. I thought the hotels, I'm not going to name any names, would have good coffee. But yeah, I thought they were coming to say something was wrong, but they were actually very, very complimentary. So,
right.
And we don't just sell coffee. Obviously, that's the main crux of it. In the evenings, we are a champagne and cigar lounge. We have alcoholic beverages and soft drinks and things like that. We also sell local side, little chops, small chops that you can have.
Okay.
We do pancakes, waffles, milkshakes, baguettes, sandwiches, paninis, fries, yam fries, barbecue chicken wings. So we have a cross section, but we're not a restaurant. We're just there to give people something to chomp on while they're sipping whichever beverage they choose to drink. And our coffee is Ghana grown coffee beans. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be importing anything. We have to support our industries. So yeah, you should come down, have a look.
So we won't see you serving jollof anytime soon because I've seen that happen.
we have jollof. We do supply, and our jollof is very good actually. Okay. And we have jollof with fish, chicken, or beef kebab. Okay. Yeah. So we have barbecue chicken wings with fried jam, or chicken or fish. Okay. So that's the most you're gonna get out of the local foods, right? But just small.
Okay. So take me back. When did you make up your mind that you're coming back to Ghana? Because I'm aware that you were born in the UK.
Yeah, I was born in East London, Plaistow, a long time ago. And actually, I made the choice to move back in 2010. The whole family had come for Christmas and my dad's birthday his birthday is on New Year's Day. And so we'd all come back and had Christmas and New Year's and all the good celebrations. And I had already told everyone I'm moving. And my friend and I decided to host some customer service and marketing seminars, free seminars in Accra. We had a friend who had a club at the time. He let us have his club there and host the event for free.
Right.
So I'm a marketing consultant by profession.
Okay.
Over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're trying to bring some of the, strategies and resources that we do, that we use over there to Ghana. So we had a good response from it, and a lot of interest came from that, from the banks and some of the one or two airlines and stuff. So that was what I was holding on to, but I didn't realise the processes here is a lot longer. You got to go to the organ grinder, which could be a long, obviously, budgets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So other family members made promises, and again, patience. With patience, you need money though to survive.
Yeah.
So my money was running out, and I happened to also meet my my now husband at the time. I wasn't dating anyone, so I met him, and then we just decided to see how it would go on. So,
you met him in Ghana?
Sorry?
You met him in Ghana?
I met him in Ghana,
Okay.
in Osu, on the high street. He was actually on holiday as well.
Okay.
And so he returned back, and I was getting nowhere fast. So I was a contractor. I kept getting contacted from London. We've got this great contract. Please come. In the end, I just said, you know what, the pounds were calling me, and I went back and wanted to see where the new relationship will take us.
Right.
And then 2 years later, we came back and got married, because most of our family is in Kumasi. So we got married here in Atasumasu, All Saints Church in Chenibra. And the rest of the day is history.
Right. So you got married, that will be 2012?
2012, yeah.
Oh, that's another loads of years, right?
Long time, so 12 years ago.
How have you found being married in Ghana versus being married in the UK? Is it different at all?
It is a bit different, considering he is in London.
Oh.
And I'm in Ghana, but he's here at the moment. He'll be going back to London. So he comes a few times in the year. So if he's only going to come once, he'll come for like a couple of months. So he's been here for about 4 months.
Oh, okay.
He's a contractor. He's IT. So he goes, makes money to come back and try and finish our projects.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's keeping him there, because the pull of the pound is,
Yeah.
and you need to have something here. So that was my problem as well. I needed to make sure I have to stay here.
So it's become a long distance relationship,
It's
sort
a
of?
long distance relationship.
How are you coping?
I mean, I'm okay. I've got children, Charlie. I have parents that are here.
Right.
It's a lot. I'm doing, like, just before I got here, I was in hospital with my mum. We had an appointment. So there's always something.
Wow.
It's quite hectic. So it's actually easier, because when you have a man at home as well, you have to tend to them. And, you have to stroke their egos. And,
I know.
So
that's like a full-time job, right?
It's a full-time job.
For Bon.
He's nodding in agreement.
I know.
You guys are hard work. But not my lovely husband, of course not.
Okay. Is he listening?
He's in Accra now. He's getting ready to go back to London. But he's in Accra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so when we met, you talked about an event that was happening at yours, and I realized that you have loads of events.
Yeah.
That's
another thing that has been quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because of the space, a lot of people come in and they want to utilize the space, because it's not, it's not usual here in Kumasi. So we've had a number of events held there. Some commercials as well being shot there, photo shoots.
Okay.
In this short space of 2 months.
I know. You make 2 months sound like 2 years.
It feels like it's been longer.
Yeah.
It really does, because we've done so much. But at the same time, I feel I've done so little, because I haven't been able to shout about it enough, because it's been very, very busy. Not the shop itself, but life in general has been very, very busy as well.
Settling in with the kids and everything.
Yeah, in general.
Okay. So now we're going to get into the marketing side of you, because I am wondering why you're doing so many events. When I met you, I mentioned to let me see, just a random person. Oh, I met this lady who was oh, I saw her at an event here. I'm like, she's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I'm busy. Telling my poor children don't see me.
So, so I feel like you are marketing in a very unique way.
Okay.
I don't see Facebook posts or Instagram posts or anything, but somehow people are getting to know you.
I don't know. I've always been that way. Because I've come from that kind of a background. I used to be a PR manager. I used to manage these large music events in UK.
Wow.
And then went into the marketing side of things. And you have to be able to be good at networking.
Oh, okay.
And my nature is, I've been told that I'm approachable, friendly, and people feel like they've known me already.
Oh, I wasn't the only one.
I think it's just a gift, I suppose.
Okay.
But I like people to feel comfortable. I like people to be happy around me and make them feel happy as well. So I remember I've been in marketing a very, very long time. So I came in at the inception of Facebook, all this social media, all this new stuff that is happening now.
Yeah.
So when I go back into that arena, it's like, what the hell is happening?
I know.
What's going on? The things I used to have to do to what I have to try and do now, I can't cope.
Yeah.
So it's a whole role for somebody to do, which I don't have the brain capacity to do.
Okay.
I know what needs to be done, which is a frustrating thing. So the best way for me to target that and to tackle it is to try and be around. And to be quite honest, it's easy for me. When you hear the accent, people automatically want to get to know you anyway.
Oh.
In Kumasi, anyway, I think. Accra, not so much, because I think it's a melting pot. They meet so many different people there. But here, and Kumasi is small. Everybody knows everybody. That's how it feels like. Everyone
in a way.
Yeah. And everybody's very friendly. Doing this project for the coffee shop really showed me the difference. There's a very good network of people, and they're willing to help you.
Yeah.
And they don't want anything. Yeah. So I try to get about.
So tell us a few things, for a lot of business people listen to this show, women in business. What are some of the things, maybe 3 things people can do to get eyes on their businesses, their small businesses?
For Kumasi, I realized it's your network, your community. It's a lot of word of mouth. We had an event talking about, bringing more eyes to Kumasi. For me, it's a big deal for me. I need more people to be coming here because we are the garden city.
Yeah.
We have the culture, we have the traditions that is seen basically around the world, and now everybody's adopting it. All across the tribes. I mean, I might be incorrect, but that's how I see it.
Right.
So it's very important that people visit Kumasi and have a better understanding of what we do here and what it's all about, the Ashanti culture. So the networks, for me, I find works because it seems like it's a very social media focused way of marketing. So what we discussed in some of our meetings and our groups is, for me as a marketer, how would I know how to find you on social media?
Yeah.
If all of you new places open up and you're just on social media, how am I finding you?
Yeah.
Especially
when you don't know the name of...
I don't know the name. How are you targeting me? For me, I'm a traditional marketing. I came I started marketing in the 1990s. I'm giving my age away.
I know.
But the late 1990s, beginning of the 2000s. Okay, I'm not that old, but I was working whilst I was at university, trying to get some hands-on experience. So we are traditionalists when it comes to marketing. So that's the traditional forms. That's TV, radio, leaflets.
Which everybody's moving away from.
Everyone's moving away from. I understand the TV, because not many people are watching terrestrial TV these days. So, but the good things with those areas, and they're quite costly, so they're above the line marketing strategies. They're costly, but with the leaflet and flyering and word of mouth, they are, I think, still work very well here.
Okay.
Very, very well.
Okay.
Once people get a hold of it and they see it, because I tested it when we opened coffee shop.
Okay.
I positioned some of my girls to go to certain places, and we got an influx of people. Oh, I got your leaflet.
Oh, wow.
So I realised it works here, because for me, every time I speak to someone who has an establishment that could promote the business, I ask them, what is your demographic? And for Kumasi here, I don't know about Accra, Kumasi, nobody knows their demographic. So I said, how do I know that I'm going to benefit from working with you when you don't know your demographic?
Right.
They said, oh, but that's how it works here. It's blah, blah, blah. It will work. Da, 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 da. But that's not what I'm used to. So it makes me shut down and think of other ways.
Right.
So I would say traditional, leaflets, flyering, know who your audience is and go to those locations and physically give them something to signpost them back to you. And secondly, I'm not sure about the launches. I know a lot of people do launches here. I didn't do one.
Oh, okay. You just opened and...
I just opened. I wanted to be there quietly. People are like, we didn't know that you're there.
Exactly.
Yes, I didn't do a launch. And the reason why I say that I didn't do a launch is I find the problem with that, you're launching and you're just inviting your family and friends.
Yeah, who will not show up after the launch.
I need customers. I need potential customers to come. So how am I reaching those when I do a launch?
Right.
And I see that's a big thing here. Whether it's about ego, look at me, I've got business to come, or I don't know, because people need to sample your products.
Yeah.
So for me to do a launch, I need to know who I'm reaching, and I don't know who I'm reaching yet. So I'm just watching the market, so to say. Thirdly, networking, word of mouth.
Okay.
I believe that seems to be working for me right now. The networking, talking to people, giving away free samples, doing free events. I'm going to try and do free. I haven't done free events yet, so people don't get carried away. But I'm going to try and do some key events, some free events, and some events that hasn't been done in Kumasi yet, which will consist of me using other spaces around the coffee shop, because we want to try and attract a lot of people. Yeah, so
you and I have a lot to talk about after the show. Because everything you just said is like 180 degrees away from what I've heard about marketing. Because everybody's moving from traditional marketing. Now we're doing Facebook, we're doing Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat.
It doesn't work, because you can pay for ads. They work, you can pay for ads, but when I'm a local business, I'm not an international. I'm trying to reach the local demographic. So it depends on what you're selling, what your business is. For me, mine is feet on the ground. I'm not selling internationally. So it does work. Not to say it doesn't, because it's working for people. People are making a lot of money. But for my type of business, which a lot of people have, nail salons, hair salons.
Brick and mortar.
Yes.
Still,
You have people coming in. So for that, for me, the social media will work for me when I contact my tour guides and gun tourism.
Right.
So that when people are coming here, you add me as part of your tours. Because most people from outside, there's a big coffee culture, chilled or hot. Yeah. They want coffee. And I know when I have visitors, there will be, this is where it came from. Where's your closest coffee shop? And I'm like,
I know.
So for me, I've been getting a lot of footfall because of Google. And I'll be working with some tour guides and stuff like that. So it's about trying to navigate your way to what's best for you. And not just because people say do this, do that. Because you have to know how your brand is and what you want to achieve, know what your goal is.
And in this case, every business is different like that.
Every business is different.
Okay. Have you considered business coaching at all?
Gone to where?
Have you considered business coaching?
I was going to do coaching, mentoring, but spirituality, not business.
Oh, okay.
I think business, I just tend to just talk to people. I've advised so many people just in conversation. I have thought about that. I've been asked to be a lecturer, but that's too much pressure for me.
Yeah. Starting a business is like having a baby, right?
Yeah.
Why not have a 2-month-old baby?
You do?
You.
Oh.
Your business is 2 months. She said you do.
Months, so I'm like, yes.
No.
You can tell I've got a 2-month-old baby business, yeah.
So you need eyes on your business. You need to spend time in your business, which I think you do.
Which I don't.
You don't?
Right now, it's been a lot. If you come to the shop, my team will be like, hey, madam, you've really not been here. I said, I know. But I have a really, really good team. Yeah. I have a very good team.
Okay.
I feel very blessed to have them.
When people talk about business in Ghana, and I am people, we always complain about staff.
I know. That's what I was worried about.
So how have you cracked that code? Your
Basically,
people are
my team
fantastic.
consists of people that were helping me set up before we opened.
Oh.
So they were doing my decorations for me.
Okay.
They were sourcing things for me. They came in to decorate and help me set up, basically.
They didn't know you?
They didn't know me. They were just recommended from a friend of mine.
Oh.
And so we just got on really well.
Okay.
And then I just, so when you finish this, what do you guys do? Do you want a job? Would you be able to do this job? Can you work? Or because they're students as well. So like, yeah, sure, we can do it. So the benefit I have is because they were there before we even opened, I don't need to worry about being there. They would come and tell me, we don't have this, we need that. They know all about how to make the coffees. They know everything. I found in Ghana, when you go somewhere, you ask the staff, so what is this like? I don't know.
They don't know, yeah.
I've taught them how to bake the cakes. We do fresh pizzas. They can tell you everything, and they eat the food. Not that they're sneaking it. I'll say, eat this. When you make it, try it. Eat it, make it, do this. And they have everything. They know everything. And they're very confident and conversational.
Yeah,
so
I noticed that.
So I can, so early on in the game, 2 months in, I can leave the shop. This whole last week, I was barely there. I can leave the shop and they can close up. I mean, the trust is an issue, but I haven't had any issue not to trust them yet.
Okay.
So everyone says you got to be careful. This is
Ghana.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
And yes, I have put some provisions in place for security. So, and I make them aware of it as well.
Okay.
But we have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Not everybody is out to get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what do you say to people who say, don't teach your recipes, don't...
Listen, there's enough in this world for everybody, and I don't know why people have this notion of I don't want to help you, because everything is it. The world is enough for us all. So if someone does something the way that you're doing, they're not going to do it the way I do it. They're going to do it the way they do it.
Yeah.
If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You can have the recipes. It's something added to your boat. One of my girls is so excited to know that she can bake, and she's a natural at it. She didn't know.
Okay.
Her own family don't even believe that when she takes the cakes home, they don't believe it's her. They think she's bought it. She's very, very good. Everything she's touching, she's really good at. So,
wow.
So they're learning new skills.
Okay.
And they're getting confident. And I think they appreciate it. If you see, it was my birthday last week, my team.
Oh, it was?
See what they did for me. Got me birthday cake, a nice gold bracelet, and earrings.
Wow.
That's my team. I was so touched. I'm still touched, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was your birthday? Before I met you?
Last Thursday.
Oh.
When did you come in?
It was a Tuesday, before the holiday.
So it was the 2nd of May.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happy birthday then.
Thank you.
I'm not going to ask how old you are.
Oh, I'm old already. I've already given ideas. Isn't it? You're laughing.
I watched an interview of you on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And you mentioned there that you're interested in children being involved in business.
Yeah.
Yes, that is something that I feel like is coming up a lot, and I actually encourage, But why are you so passionate about your children being in entrepreneurship?
Because the traditional, I know it's not going to go very well down here in Kumasi, but
you never know.
Traditional education is dying. How many people can safely say what they learned in school, they're using it in life now? So for me, my kids are all under the age of 10.
Okay.
And they're entrepreneur number 2, entrepreneur number 3, entrepreneur number 4, daddy's entrepreneur number 5. I'm entrepreneur number 1, of course. So they understand that they have a certain timeline to start thinking about what they're going to do, how they're going to have their life and enjoy it. Okay. So I keep saying, I want you to work hard at whatever it is you want to do now, so that when you're in your 20s, even late teens, you're just enjoying life forever. Work now, because your brain is a sponge. Your brain can pick up things so quickly. Obviously, they're kids. They just want to play all the time.
Yeah.
So all they're hearing is me whining all the time. But I'm going to say to them, you're going to understand one day, the penny's going to drop. So if I don't continue doing it, So I want them to, I say, if you have if you want to do something that's traditional, like engineering, medicine, all of those sort of, schools, then you have to work hard at it. But if you don't want to do that, find your passion now and hone it and be the best at it now. You know, no pressure, because you like playing now. The problem with adults is that we forget how to play.
Yeah.
Life gets serious.
Yeah.
You like playing now. We're creative when you're young. You're creative. Do whatever you need to do now, so that as you get older, your life doesn't change. You can enjoy. You have the financial security to enjoy yourself.
Right.
You know, you can be healthy. You can be financially secure. You can travel the world. You know, that's the thing I'm just trying to push on them. I'm not keen on the education system here.
So if any of your kids told you they don't want to do university, would you be okay with that?
Fine.
Wow.
Absolutely fine with it. Me, I'm educated up to MBA. I've got marketing communications degree. I've got postgraduate SIM masters and MBA. They wanted me to do a PhD. I said, it's okay. You people are not giving me money for this. It's all right.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's enough. And I was always told, oh, you know, she's not academically inclined. I think that's why I went continued.
Wow.
And all my teachers used to say, oh, whatever Amanda puts her mind to, she'll achieve it. But from the family, they say, oh, this one's not academically inclined. Because my brothers were, it all came easy for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was a bit slow.
No, I'm just looking at you because you don't look it.
Well, maybe back then, but I made it so that it changed. We changed that narrative.
Wow.
Yeah, I said, no. I'm going to do it. And I even got offered a very good job before even having any qualifications.
Okay.
To travel the world, working from Japan and going all around the world. And my boss at the time, who was actually called Amanda too, said, Amanda, because I just finished the finance course in college. We call it college, which is like sixth form. And she said, Amanda, if you've been offered this type of a job and you've not even started your degree, do your degree. I actually regret listening to her. I wish I went and took the job. Because
you would have looked back and thought you lost something.
Well, yeah, I feel like I've lost something because that was a good job. It was a good paying job, but it took me around the world. I was, I think, 19 at the time.
Wow.
And it was, they always used to say back then, you must be earning your age or more. And it was paying me more.
Okay.
More and traveling. But she was like, you know what, you're so good. Because I used to look after about 8 managers in this particular engineering company.
At 19?
Sorry?
At that age?
Yeah, at 19.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I can pick up things very, very quickly.
Okay.
So I was looking after about 8 of them, and I was going to study for my BTEC National in Business and Finance in the evening. So I'd work in the day and then go to school in the evening. So I got a distinction in that course. And so she was lovely. She's always giving me advice. So she said, if you've got this job offer, what about when you get your degree?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're so right. I really regret it. I regret a lot of things.
I think you took the right decision
Maybe.
at that time with what you knew.
Yeah. For the time.
Because you don't know what the other path, where the other path would have led.
That too. I've had a lot of opportunities, but you know, when you're young and fearful, and you've had the cushion of your family all the time, you don't want to take certain jumps. So that's me, and I don't want my kids to be like that. I want them to be jumping and leaping all over the place.
Yeah, they're already jumping and leaping. I saw them.
Yes.
You see the way I'm seated. I'm not relaxed because I feel talking to you. I feel like you are always going.
I am.
Yeah. Do you catch a break sometimes?
Not really. Not yet.
Really?
But I'm working towards that soft life. That's the aim.
Is that thing true?
Oh, it's true.
Soft lifeness there, right?
It's there. I mean, we have it. We do have it. I do create a break every now and again. But when you have small kids, you should understand. You have small kids.
Exactly.
It takes a while before you can relax. And because I'm here on my own, really, and I'm looking after my parents too, sometimes it's a bit difficult. But to be honest, I wouldn't have a peace of mind if I wasn't here and looking after what I am doing.
Okay.
It will be probably more stressful for me.
Yeah.
You know, so
not knowing exactly what's happening down here.
Yeah, and being able to touch it and be there. And I'm a problem solver, so I'm solutions orientated. So
I am going to let you catch a break so that I can catch a break and tell you who has sponsored the Women Lately show today. I actually enjoy talking to you a lot, Amanda.
I know, I like talking to you.
Let's talk about who is sponsoring the Women Lately show. We have, as usual, Colored Yarns. Caladians is thrilled to bring you the latest in African fashion with a twist of global elegance. Caladians is an African designer wear shop where clothes are made to fit. We make custom outfits for engagements, weddings, and every occasion. We've got ready to go jackets, casuals, church, and funeral outfits. At Caladians, we offer a diverse range of outfits tailored to suit all sizes and body types, the small, the medium, and the plus size. Step into the world of chic style with our brand new arrivals from the UK. Treat your wardrobe to quality brand name shoes and bags like Clarks, Nine West, M&S, and Klein, Aldo, Kenyan slippers, and beaded slippers. Caladians is open to all your wholesale orders from 10 pieces and above. Whether you are stepping out for a casual day or dressing up for a special event, we have the perfect accessories to enhance your outfit and elevate your style. Visit Caladians and experience the fusion of African culture and international sophistication. Locate Caladians inside the Kumasi City Mall, opposite Saks Pharmacy, also in Edum and Poma Arcade, same building with FedEx, opposite Edum Presby. In Accra, you can locate them at East Legon on the Otano Curve. Call Caladians on 0244 795626. Caladians, where threads talk. Make 2024 the year you take your health seriously. Visit the Perfect Health Shop for a wide range of healthy products, from organic honey, molasses, assorted herbal teas, spices and seasonings, collagen gummies, apple cider vinegar, cranberry juice, and the likes of these. We are always at your service. Locate us on the Dr. Dokofo Drive, Dinyame, opposite the ECG office. You can call or WhatsApp Perfect Health Shop on 055 373 4616. Perfect Health Ghana, a healthier you naturally. And finally, let's hear from Marie Stopes. They are asking if you are pregnant and confused. This woman is not, obviously. Are you shy to speak to someone about your unplanned pregnancy? Did you know that engaging in unsafe abortion, using unapproved drugs, and harmful practices can kill you? Your friends are not medical professionals to advise you, but Marie Stopes Clinic's expert staff can counsel you on your pregnancy options to help you make the best choice for your future. Marie Stopes Clinic has launched a new telemedicine service for women in Kumasi. Marie Stopes Clinic offers unbiased and non-judgmental medical consultations over the phone. This allows women with unplanned pregnancies to make their own decisions. Our phone consultations will give you a convenient way to access our services from the comfort of your home. You'll receive the same excellent care from our experienced healthcare providers. Marie Stopes Clinic will help you to take back control of your reproductive health. Talk to us now on 0800-208585 or WhatsApp 0244-208585. Welcome back from the break. This is Orange 107.9 FM, the Women Lately show, where we have conversations worth having. That's our tagline, conversations worth having. And today, I am talking to my newfound friend, Amanda Broby. You know, I saved your number, Amanda Chemfre. So when I said the name you want us to use on the flyer, I'm like, come to think of it, I don't even know what her name is. So when you sent, I was like, oh, she's Amanda Broby. I had no idea. But anyway, your kids are in school in Kumasi. Tell me, so wait, how long have they been here?
Same amount of time as I have, 3 years.
Years?
Yeah, 3. 3 years just gone, actually. 30th of April is the day we arrived. 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my daughter was 2, my son was 6, and my other daughter was 7.
So the coffee shop that's new, you've been here that long?
Yeah, I was working remotely first when we first arrived.
Right.
So we were having a bit of a soft life.
I have the impression the kids are just adjusting to Kumasi. They've been here that long.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough time to compare.
Yeah.
How are they finding school in Ghana?
Well, they left quite early when we were in UK, so they really don't have much. I mean, they do compare it. Obviously, the caning, which is an issue for me. It doesn't happen as much now. The classroom, they're used to it now.
Okay.
To be fair, in the beginning they were in school, but it was COVID. So it was a very
Yeah.
challenging time. So people were a bit tense and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I took them out of school, and I was homeschooling them for a year. And then I realised I need to have an income. So I put them back into school.
Okay.
And they enjoyed it because they went back to their school, they saw their friends and things like that. They're happy.
Okay.
I want to change their school, but they don't want me to they don't want to leave their school, so I just leave them there where they are.
You homeschooled for a year. How did that go?
It went really well, actually. You could see the difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could see the difference. And they got to do, every day there was something that they were doing. So they would do their traditional learning maths, English, sciences. And then we had a group of us at homeschool. So we did activities on a daily basis. If it's not athletics, it's swimming, it's taekwondo, then music. So all that sort of stuff, yeah.
Is that something you'd consider doing again?
If I could do it now, I would do it. Yeah.
So the issue now is time.
Time. I need to make 3 of me.
Interestingly, yesterday I was thinking, when I was pregnant with my first son, I was like, first child syndrome, right? I'm like, it's going to be a perfect baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to homeschool him, my sister.
It can't work.
COVID year taught me that I cannot homeschool.
Oh, it was serious.
Yes.
Patience.
I don't have the patience for it.
At all. I mean, I wasn't, hey, don't get it wrong. I had a teacher coming in.
Oh,
Me.
okay.
I have no patience because I know how I was as a child. So I feel like I found it difficult.
Okay.
And my kids are very bright, very, very quick, very astute. So my patience level, and my friends used to say to me, why do you speak to your children like that? I said, like what? Like they're adults. I said, but they're human beings. How do you want me to speak to them? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So people used to really comment on my daughter, oh, she's really articulate. She's really this, she's really well spoken.
Because you speak with her like you're talking to an adult.
Yeah. But they're humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
How else are you supposed to talk to them? So I don't have the patience.
Also, you would bring people home to teach them.
Yeah, they had a teacher, a very good teacher actually. She was studying, she was a STEM major, so she was doing masters, and so she'd do all the STEM stuff for them, all the experiments and things like that. And she'd also chase my son around the room when he's being naughty. But after a while, things changed. She had to stop because she got a research gig. Okay. And then I tried 1 or 2 other teachers, and then I realised they can't be at home because it's becoming a bit difficult. Okay. So then sent them back into school.
That's a conversation I want to have one of these days, this homeschooling thing.
There's so many parents I speak to that want to do that. And so we have to think about, why is that? What is the reason behind it? Because me growing up, I would never have thought, I didn't even know anything about homeschooling.
Yeah, even though it was there then.
It was there then. Yeah. But what is it that's happening now that people want to homeschool so much?
A lot of things we can't change about the system,
I'm not talking about Ghana, I'm talking about everywhere.
Yeah.
So what has happened now? What's changed? I mean, I know what's changed. That's a whole other conversation.
I know. I think that to get the best out of children, it would be ideal if they were educated in their own environment and if it was experiential. Yes. But because of convenience, we have to take them to a regular school where the teacher doesn't have time to wait for your kid to catch up. No. There's a syllabus they have to go through by a certain time and all of that. But the practicality of it is, I think, where the challenge is. Yeah.
Well, it never used to be a challenge, though, you see. Yeah. It never used to be a challenge. We have to think about what's happened in the world over the last couple of years. A lot of changes.
A whole lot.
There's a reason why the women used to be at home. Yeah. And things like that. But
this is a conversation we don't want to have.
No, we can't go into all of it. It's a long-standing thing. And some women actually will be thinking, oh, why should a woman be in the home? It's not because that they're women, they're little women. It's not, it goes deeper than that. Yeah. Women, we are the backbone of everything, of mankind at the end of the day. So anyway.
My boss is sitting behind you. Every time I have a conversation with him before the show, it ends up coming up during the show because we're having this conversation before.
I like the way he's trying to act like he's not looking.
But that's another conversation to have
Yes.
another time.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
the,
course.
the outcomes are different when the women have time with the children,
Yeah.
especially when they are young.
Yeah.
But then you have to factor in the fact that they want to build a career at the same
At
time.
the same
when the
time.
children
And
are young.
now look at how it is. How can you afford it? You
Exactly.
have to work.
Exactly.
Everyone has to work, have to earn something, earn some
That
money.
that is the practical side of it. Like this is the idea.
The
How
reality.
practical is it? Yeah. I know that you have events for kids
Yes.
at the lounge.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
The last event we had last week was Shake and Paint. Adults of an evening you can go out and have a sip and paint, which is have a cocktail
Yeah.
or whatever beverage you choose as an adult. So I've noticed in Kumasi there's not much activities for children other than if you come to the mall and go to Artland, you can have your kids there for the day. But on a general basis, I think I'm trying to build more like a central place where parents know if they come here they'll be able to find something for their child to do on any given day or get notified of something that's coming up. So we had Shake and Paint, which meant milkshake and paint. So the kids get a free
never thought of it
milkshake.
that way.
Because they're kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they need to get a milkshake.
Right.
And we have Oreo milkshakes, we have strawberry milkshakes, wafer milkshake, Kit Kat milkshakes, whatever milkshake you might want, we have it, chocolate milkshake, whatever. So the kids got a free milkshake. Well, we say free, but it was in the cost of it.
Of course.
And then we have some artists come in to help the kids paint a particular. They had, I think, 3 options of things to paint.
Okay.
And they painted that. They were actually saying that these were the best well-behaved kids that they've had. Because the kids were really into it. They were just really focused on it. Right. And we got some lovely pieces. And they get to take the canvas home and hang it up or do with it what they want.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to try and do more of those types of events. I have a lot of events for children that are coming up.
Okay.
And so it looks like it will probably be Fridays, Saturday during the day, and maybe Sunday. That's one off here and there.
Okay.
But definitely there's a few things we have lined up for kids
For
of all ages, up until like 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they still consider themselves children?
They're kids. They'll be kids. The parents consider them kids.
Yeah, I know. When you said shake and paint, when I went home, I forgot. I told my kids sip and paint. One of them was like, "What are we sipping?"
You see, that's for adults.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Are you considering doing that for adults? Because
Well, we can, but we have a lot of that around in town. There's a lot of sip and paints.
in the city,
In Kumasi, you can go to Casa on, is it Thursday? I'm plugging it for my mate. You can go to Casa on Thursday and go to Sip and Paint.
okay.
Yeah. Is it Thursday?
Maybe I haven't been in touch that much.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take you there
Okay.
for the adult one. We'll deal with the children's one.
Okay. Okay. When is the next one coming up? Do you have a date?
Probably in about two or 3 weeks. We just have to organise ourselves. I have to get my diary sorted out. It's just a lot of up and down.
So where do people go to find out these events?
We just promote it. I have friends that are stationed everywhere. I have friends in KNUST, friends that are doctors, friends that are part of different social groups, and obviously mothers. They have children, so I just get them to post it, and word of mouth. And I have an expat returnee group called We Love Kumasi, WhatsApp group, and I post it on there. So we had a good turnout for the first time. We had a lot of interest, but the actual number was 13 children, which
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's good for my space.
Yeah.
Because it's painting.
Yeah.
And I was a bit concerned about
If
kids
you had
running
more,
wild.
yeah.
So the actual capacity would have been 16 minimum. If we were to push it 20.
Okay.
So it's never a big event. It's always small. Yeah. It's more intimate.
Interesting. If you had a chance to go back to the UK, would you?
No.
Why? You didn't even have to think about the answer.
You know what?
No, you've already thought about it.
There's nothing to think about. I can't start bashing it because people be like, oh, because you're from there, you're da 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 da. But you have to listen to me because I'm from there.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if I have my friends calling me all the time saying, oh my God, this place, complaining all the time. It never used to be that way.
Oh, wow.
People complaining all the time. All you hear is complaining. Oh, you made the right choice. You made the right decision. I wish I could do what you do. How do I do it?
What are they complaining about?
Everything has gone up, but salaries have not.
Is it not the same here?
That's what I say to people. It's all relative.
Yeah.
The only difference is people from here will go there because of the currency difference. You're thinking you've got a lot of money, but you don't, because you're now living in that currency. So for Ghana, it's a lot of money, but are you going to even have enough money to save that you can send money home? That will take a number of years of you working more or less 24/7.
Okay.
And the work is not like here where you are working but you're not working.
Okay.
Or you can chill a little bit here and a little bit there. Sorry, my watch. And I've turned my phone off. So everything is changing. There's lots of new laws that have been introduced underhandedly.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of things happening there. Remember, everything starts off in the West first.
Yeah.
And then they roll it
Trickles
out
down
the
here,
world.
yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people are not happy, but they have no other way of doing that. So you have to wonder why they're opening up the borders and making people come over.
Yeah.
We need you. Now we're doing these visas. After how many years, then you get your stay.
Which has never been the case.
They'll be trying to tell you can't come.
Exactly.
People have to wise up. It's not easy. Go on YouTube, watch the videos of the people that have left, and they're telling you the truth. All those other ones that want to act like a bugger and be like, yeah, I'm in Aberystwyth. They're lying to you. It's not easy. And when we go there, when we are from there, we are always at the bottom of the ladder. Hence the reason here, you can make it because it's your homeland. You have positive reinforcement. You see black people doing everyday things over there. People in power, people are having responsibility. You see it here. Over there, you don't see it.
Okay.
It's very rare. And then when you do see it, you find that they've had to, as we say, sell out.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just little triggers. And most of us over there are walking around with PSTD. And I say to the people here, you have had a privileged life. They look at me like, he's crazy. What do you mean privileged? You've had that privilege of just being amongst your own people.
Yeah.
And not seeing prejudices the way we see it on an everyday. Every day is a battle.
Yeah.
Every day you got to put your armor on because you're going to be faced with nonsense. You know, passive aggressiveness, unconscious biases, discrimination. Every day. We've got an MP in the UK that has been in the news because I think someone said that she's not allowed to take this lift in the Houses of Commons because they thought she was a cleaner. These are the everyday things. Every day someone can tell you something. And I gave an example of one of my cousins when he moved over there. He said he didn't even realise racism. I said, yes, most of you here going over there, you won't recognise racism because you haven't been brought up around it.
Right.
It will take a situation to happen, maybe years down the line or months down, before you be like, well, why are they behaving like that towards me? And then you're really realising, is it because of the colour of my skin? Why? When you're brought up in it, every day is a struggle. There's some good parts, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's good parts in all places. There's good and bad things here. But
course.
I will far choose here over there. And it was the main reason was I have a son that I don't think I would have been able to cope bringing him up over there because of what is going on with the young black boys.
Right.
And now it's trickling to the girls as well. But mainly the boys. The minute the boys get to be 11, 12, their voices get deeper, they grow big, and they're immediately a threat. They're immediately a threat. And these are babies. We know what boys are like. They're walking around, they don't even know. But these other people, they will hold their bag, cross over the road. Or if they're walking in groups, immediately they're a gang.
Yeah.
All of these different things. I said, no, I have godsons. And I don't know how my friends did it. My godsons are all big now. They're like 30.
Oh, wow.
Again, with their age. But they had their kids young.
Okay.
30, 28 and all that. And my friends, I always say to them, how did you do it? How did you grow up? How did you sit here with it? Obviously, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it's worse now.
progressively worse. I mean, people are still living.
Of course.
But I choose to not live there. And I've always wanted to live in Ghana anyway, so I tried it and it didn't work, and I just said, I'm not going to bring up my kids here anyway. Yeah.
So this is you living in the UK for, how old were you? If you answer that question, you're going to tell us your age.
Can you see the eye I'm giving you? Put it this way, 3 years ago.
Well, let's say over 30 years living in the UK.
Oh, that's
right?
kind of, yes.
That's
over 30
kind.
years.
And this is your experience of it.
Yeah.
So if somebody is listening to you, you know, because people are now selling their property and everything to relocate.
Charlie.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's got a story about that. A friend of her father's moved to the US years ago. He sold everything.
Yeah.
In the end, he ended up killing himself because he could just never, ever get the money back he needed to move back to Ghana. He was miserable. She will tell the story better, but it's one of the examples that she gives, you know. Because if you want to go, you know what I say to people? Stop with the I want to live somewhere else business. What is that? You have land, you have everything is here. It's just that we have poor leadership and it's trickling down to the people. Travel, expand your horizons and come back and make this place better. Stop with I want to go and build somebody else's land up. Build your own land up, you know. Make our nation great because it's great.
Yeah.
And you know what I noticed? Me and my brother, when we first came, we were talking one day, and he said, you know why I realised why Ghana is not moving the way it should be? Because look at it, it's great, blah, blah, blah. Because you know everyone I speak to is always speaking negatively about this nation. So obviously there's power in the tongue. It's not going to raise up until we change the narrative. Everywhere there's pitfalls, you know.
Yeah.
But you won't go to London and they'll be telling a foreigner, oh, this place is this.
Yeah.
They will just keep it to themselves.
That's
but
right.
they will tell foreigners. I think the other day somebody was dropping litter. Someone said a story. And someone shouted, it's okay, drop it. This country is rubbish. You can scatter it anywhere. What kind of nonsense is that?
This is Ghana.
This is Ghana.
My goodness.
The negativity that comes out of people's mouths, hung by the tongue. Don't we understand that?
Yeah.
Words have power, energy, you know.
That's where your spirituality comes in, right?
Yeah. So it's all about positivity.
Yeah.
You know. What is so bad about this place? Everywhere around the world is suffering. Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's all relative. Currency makes it relative. Yes, it's harder. And I say, it's another example I say to people. If you no offense, because we're on the radio, if you did not have a radio station to listen to, a TV to watch, a magazine to read and look at pictures, how would you know that you're suffering? How would you know that this place is rubbish? Would you know?
You wouldn't. And of course, the social media, so you see it in
That
color.
comes in all of it. It comes in all of
Yeah.
it. You would have no clue. Life will just be lifing, and everybody will be happy in themselves the way they need to. So we should start to think like that. Because you're getting fed how you're supposed to live, fed how you're supposed to speak, think. You know, I realise if you don't speak good English, people use it as an insult. And I'm saying,
When it's not our primary language.
how should you be using that as an insult? You're not in England.
Yeah.
You should be able to speak whatever dialect you're supposed to speak, and you can't speak English, but you can speak 5 different dialects.
Yeah.
I'm an English person. I can only speak English. I can just about do tree, and you're coming to belittle somebody.
Yeah.
It's a mindset and ignorance at the same time.
But when a white person speaks tree and they make mistakes, it's cute.
Right.
That's how we make it like, oh.
Oh, but as for them, everything is cute.
Yeah.
You know, people need to open their eyes and recognize what's happening in the world and what position that we're in and always in, and stop, you know, giving.
You raise a really good point about what we say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think majority of us want to see
We do.
different things before we start speaking them.
Yeah.
But then you think we should speak positive,
Speak it.
even though what we're experiencing is not.
But it's experiencing, what are we doing about it? Everybody waits here. Everybody waits for people to do something. So if we're all waiting for somebody, nothing's getting done. We've already seen, not going into politics, but you can already see that the people at the top don't care. And it's not just Ghana, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
you can go to UK, but they'll say, oh, but in UK, everything is done well. I said, listen, these are the people that have taught these people how to do. They've just finessed it, tied it in a bow and made it look nice. They've taught us how to do it, so don't be thinking it's good. They just know how to finesse it better. So it's about action. So we started the project, Project Kumasi, building a better Kumasi.
Who's we?
My friend has actually spearheaded it.
Okay.
So there's a group of us, and we do, I think she wants to do another one, probably monthly events.
Okay.
And so what we actually said is, we don't want to just talk.
Okay.
We want action. So we want things to be changing. So if everybody does one little thing, that one little thing that everybody does becomes a great thing, a big thing.
Yeah.
But here, people talk a lot.
The action
and
is
complain.
lacking, right?
Yeah, it's action. I mean, it's easy for me to say, and I know people be like, oh, it's easy for them to come and talk and da. But I'm here for a reason. If Ghana was so bad, I'd run to the hills. I would not be here. I wouldn't, because why would I put myself and my children through it?
Yeah.
You know.
At least you have 3 years to show. I thought it was just a few years, but then.
Definitely.
And a lot of people like you come and try to live in Ghana, and they go back.
Yeah, because their mindset wasn't correct. They always had back home as a cushion. Oh, if it doesn't work,
I'll just go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was never my cushion.
Okay.
It was never ever going to be my cushion. And I said it before I left. I said, if things are getting hard for me, I will go and buy sachet water, and I'll be saying pure water. Pure water. I will stand on the street and I'll be selling it.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
So you're in this for the long haul?
I'm in it. This is my base. And I want to travel the rest of Africa. I'm really into history. I've always loved history.
Okay.
I want to learn about the history of this land, particularly the Ashanti Kingdom first, understand it well. But my stumbling block is language. So I want to understand it well and then go around and start to understand all the other histories. Because all the histories eventually all forge into one. So there's understanding of the world. I like esoteric things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying getting to know you, and I'm glad we didn't have all this conversation
yes, it's true.
alone, right? There's a question I like asking when I do these one-on-one chats. If you had to change just one thing in Ghana, what would that be?
Just one thing
Just
in Ghana.
Yeah.
The dishonesty.
Okay.
People will lie to you in your face, and I don't understand it. And maybe because I'm not here, so I'm not from here, so I can't read and tell who's telling the truth. But the dishonesty is it's a fantastic thing that I was like, wow. People can just be talking and lying like that. Because when they hear me, like we were just saying before, how much I was getting quoted, they hear my accent, they just think I've got a money tree. So I say to them, please, the money tree is finished. Let this one grow. Then I'll start plucking from it.
Right.
You know, because automatically anybody with this accent has got money. And it's not true. It's not. So they just lie to you. Everything is more for me. My Ghana and the average Ghanaian Ghana is different.
Yeah.
The cost of living is different. Yeah.
I feel you. Because if you quote something, I would just switch and speak to you. I'm like, hey, Massa. But you can't do that.
No.
So
the minute you switch, then it comes right down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not good. Why can't? So what we're used to is anywhere you go to, there's a price list.
Yeah.
You walk into the salon, you walk into the supermarket, you walk into a little grocery store, there's price lists. But here, I know because of currency fluctuation, it goes up and down. They can't do it. But there should be a baseline.
Yeah.
And when you go into a shop, you know they'll look at you and be like, is this much? And you'll be like, come on. Like even the fruit and veg store I go to, I send my girls, come and see the amount of things they come back with the same money that I use, and I come back with some small thing.
You don't know how to bargain.
I bargain. I always say it's too much. I said, I come here all the time and I sent this one in. I bought this for blah, blah, blah. And why are you doing it? Oh, madam, this. Oh, it's scarce. It's that. They have all the reasons.
Lord.
Yeah, I don't have to. That too, I don't have to bargain because we don't have to bargain. Because
exactly.
the prices
You're probably
are all
buying
set.
with weight and all that. Yeah.
Everything is set.
So since you said you want action, you just don't want to talk.
Yeah.
What do you think you can do to change this honesty?
It's top down at the end of the day. People feel like they have no choice because they're struggling. They're struggling for survival. But my thing is, you all go to church. So what are you practicing? There's nothing that I need to tell you to do, just to be honest. If you're God-fearing, as you say, you are, stop lying. Be honest. How can someone be living outside and you're sending money home, they come back, they have no house built?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
And you'll go to church on Sunday. So practice what you preach. It's simple as that. You know, that's what bugs me a lot. This place, nyami this, nyami that, even on the vehicles. What church do you go to? What did? Meanwhile, you're just lying to my face. You've been cheating somebody over there. You're lying over here. What's the point? So why don't we understand what we're practicing? That's a whole nother conversation.
Another conversation. But the fact that you said you talked about your staff, which means that it's not everybody.
It's not everybody.
Yeah.
So you have to know who to trust.
Exactly.
You have to, but it's hard because then you'll have people in your hair. Be careful, be careful because then one day, because we know circumstances can make people make poor choices.
Yeah.
So for my staff, I feel like if they have any issues, they should be able to talk to me because I've told them how I am. You can talk to me about anything. Don't make the wrong decisions because it can take you down a path you may never be able to return from. So, but my love, they're like my kids.
And in 2 months, you haven't had to fire anybody?
No.
Wow.
I've had to let 2 people go simply because I couldn't afford them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Not had to fire anybody. Not yet.
Let's hope.
No.
Yeah, let's hope we keep.
We have
this
meetings.
momentum.
We've just recently had a staff meeting. The dynamics were a bit shifting. The energies were a bit off the last couple of weeks. So we've had to have a meeting about that.
Okay.
And then everything's gone back to how it was.
Okay.
So I think we just need to touch base every now and again.
Okay.
Because life takes over, isn't it? Things
Yeah.
happen to people and then it affects them at work. And then it affects everybody else as well. So we just have our little one-to-ones and group meetings and stuff like that. It seems to work. It's only 2 months though, but it seems to be working.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of how many clients have come into your coffee shop since you started?
Oh, a lot. We've had a lot. We were so
100?
busy. Oh, over 100 people.
200?
Probably more than that.
Wow.
Yeah, probably more than that. Yeah. We've realised that we can manage with just having customers come in one after the other constantly, not all at once. The other day we were very busy. It was very, very busy. So, because we haven't had it like that, we don't know our pitfalls yet. So I had made a lot of mistakes that day. Like I told my staff, I messed up 3 times. And they were like, yeah, you did. Because it was busy. So we've not had the opportunity for that level of busyness. So yeah, we're okay.
I have enjoyed talking to you so much. I've not even looked at the comments on Facebook.
Sorry.
So let me go to Facebook. Nana Bedu Bonsu Jr. says, great show. He's always the first to comment on the show. Again, he says, wonderful. Thanks for joining, Nana. Osei Chichi says, this is very inspiring to watch and listen. Thank you for watching the Women Lately show, Osei Chichi. We have more... I was going to say more men listening, but now that I said it, I have no way of checking if we have more men. But we have a lot of men who watch the Women Lately show, and I always appreciate them. Kay Cole says, hello. I visited this place about 2 weeks ago. The environment was super amazing. I really love their coffee.
Thank you.
It's simply the best in Kumasi. Kay, cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. We love you too.
And again, he says, Kay Cole again says, wow, Mrs. Amanda is so inspiring. The sono is 1, 2, 3, 4 O's. So inspiring and beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Kay, thanks for watching the Women Lately show. Maybe next time you go there, you should say hi to Amanda if she's there, because she's busy.
Please, I'll try and be there.
Yeah. But thanks for watching the Women Lately show. And I think you're doing an amazing job here in Kumasi.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And now that I know you've been here for 3 years, it makes sense. I thought you just came.
Oh, no.
And you set up the shop and you've
Quick.
integrated so quick. I'm like, how did she do it?
No.
But then that means you took your
Yeah.
time. You've
Yeah.
integrated really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I am told that there's a very strong expat community in Kumasi.
Very, yes.
Can you?
I've created a group, but I know there's other Facebook groups actually. So we have, I created a We Love Kumasi group for people that I would meet. And I said, oh, let's meet together, blah, blah, blah. But there's a few Facebook groups as well.
Okay.
With a couple hundred, I think, maybe thousands. It's growing, you know. People are coming to
Coming
Kumasi
back.
because Accra is oversaturated.
Yeah.
So there's more opportunity here. And it's more peaceful here,
Yeah.
to be honest. I don't know how it's going to be when the airport comes. It's going to get a bit...
know.
You know, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to it, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So, but people are here.
Uh-huh.
And people always like to, you know, get advice on how to obtain things or get some artisans, you know, so that's what the group is for. Sometimes we have various discussions. Someone might post a video and then there's discussions mainly about Africa or, you know, Ghana and stuff like that, politics, that sort of thing, but we try and stay clear of it. Then I organise a meetup every couple of months, so everyone can physically meet and you know, get to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So of all the businesses you could have done in Ghana,
I actually started a business. Well, it's not really a business, it's my marketing consultancy.
Okay.
But I realised there's a lack of understanding of the value in it because everyone thinks they can do it.
Yeah.
So it was a bit hard to get off the ground. Like I was working with a particular company, property developer, and was wondering why they were charging so much. After having several conversations, I then realised his target audience was all wrong, and how he was marketing the business was all wrong.
Okay.
And so I gave him a quote and told him what we will do because of your audience, your target group.
Yeah.
He looked at the quote and was like, yeah, he didn't want to do it. And now I'm seeing their work everywhere, and it's disastrous, and it's still not targeting the right group for the price bracket of which they're trying to sell their properties.
Right.
So it's still going to be the same outcome. So I was trying to do little things like that, you know, but it's a slow burner because it's an intangible product.
Yeah.
So I realized I need to have Sika every day. Every day.
Yeah, I do coaching, and that's a service as well, so I can appreciate that.
Yes, you get it right, because it's intangible. People don't understand the value until the outcome happens, but for the outcome to happen, they need to put the money down.
You, the service provider, you have to eat it until they see the outcome and they're willing to pay. And I think that that's also one of the things that is changing. Maybe if we have this discussion in another 5 years,
it'll be
it will be exactly. But I completely understand. You have to have daily money coming in somehow. I want to know, I already asked you, do you rest? And you said, yeah, here and there. What is your idea of like a dream vacation?
Oh, Zanzibar. That is one of the first destinations outside of Ghana that I want to go.
Okay.
Take the kids.
Okay.
It's really bad. I should try and vacation without the children, but I want them to experience everything.
Exactly.
That's all, because they can come and then I can go off one day here or there, have a spa treatment or something. But I would love to go to Zanzibar with the kids, and then probably have a ladies' holiday with my girls. Because right now we're scattered everywhere now. We just lost a very dear friend. So it's more like we need to spend more time together. Okay. So, yeah.
And this is what your childhood friends are what?
Yeah. Okay. So they're in the UK and in New York.
Okay.
So we're just trying to... So that's where we're trying to put ourselves in that position where we can get up and do things like that. Like my friend passed away and I couldn't even go to the funeral.
Wow.
Yeah. You know.
Sorry about that. Are you a reader?
I used to be. I'm now a listener. Audiobooks. Even that now I don't have much time, but I prefer audiobooks. Okay. Because I can then sleep with it and then it'll go in. And if I don't remember it, then I'll listen to it again. Okay. I don't have time to read because I'm always driving. I can't sit on the tube or a bus. That's where I used to do most of my reading.
So you do your audiobooks in the car then?
Yeah, if I get a good one.
What's the last book you read or listened to? I don't know. I think it's a cheat to listen to a book and say you read a book.
Yeah, I know. But the
Right?
last book I read, which is, I've read it a few times, was The Alchemist.
Okay.
I like to read it every now and
Paulo
again.
Coelho or whatever.
Yeah.
I read his name. I don't say it aloud.
Oh,
Because,
I like it because it kind of it's a reminder
yeah.
of things. Yeah. So that was the last book. I don't even remember when I listened to it.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I listened. Probably about 6 months ago. Yeah.
Wow. Life has been busy.
Yeah. But I listen to a lot of lectures. I'm always listening to a lot of lectures.
Okay.
Always.
Lectures are saying.
Yeah, we
Like
don't want to get
YouTube
into what I
stuff.
listen to.
Oh. Let me check myself.
I'll tell you off
Okay.
off radio.
Okay. Fantastic. If somebody, you've told us your location, but if somebody wants to get in touch, maybe, are you open for people coming in there for events and stuff?
Yeah, of course. You can give us a call. We're on Google. We're spelled Kymfere, Coffee Shop Lounge.
And you said it's
Chemfre.
Chemfre.
And I can't word people. Chemfre.
Had you heard this before the show? Hey, poor
You
me.
see?
I wanted.
So you heard
I
it.
want
So was
the
my
support.
description okay? Or you don't know the meaning? It was okay. Okay.
Did you know the meaning before the show? A bit. Hey, where have I been?
Where have you been? Yeah, so I can get the number, the shop number. You can call up, and we also do deliveries as well.
Okay.
Yeah, my team are posting something. Yeah, we have a group chat. We also do deliveries. We were about to start Glovo, and what happened there, people?
They left.
They just dropped out. So we're going to be on Hubtail soon,
Okay.
and so yeah.
Anthony Manashian on Facebook says, "What's this coffee shop in mall?" No, this is not the coffee shop in the mall. This is a coffee shop at TUC opposite Abude restaurant
Yes.
called Chemfre Coffee Shop and Lounge.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
You got it right.
You should hire me.
Shall I give you the number?
Yes.
The number you can call the shop is 053 054 6790. I'll repeat that.
Yes, please.
053 054 6790. Yeah.
We're going to put in the comments, pin it in the comments, so
Yes,
that
please.
if anybody watch it, we keep the replay on till,
Oh, great.
whenever.
It's
And so-
not just hot drinks. We do chilled coffee, iced teas, chilled lattes, chilled mochas, iced coffee, fresh fruits. The pineapple is very popular. And we also have a ginger, Chemfre Magic ginger drink. We do orange juices, apple juices, all fresh.
Okay.
All fresh, not from the carton. Yeah.
Do you have any
Sandwiches.
chef experience?
No.
Have you worked in a coffee shop before?
No, I don't think I have actually. I had to think about it because we start working at 16.
Yeah.
So it's been a
Which is
long-
something I wish we would do in Ghana, actually.
Yeah, I started working at 16, so I don't think I have. But I've worked in like Burger King and service industry, Pizza Hut,
Okay.
that sort of stuff. So
But you haven't done a coffee shop
not
before?
coffee shop, no.
So how did you train your staff?
Because I was always in a coffee shop.
And you just watch them work?
Well, I'd go in there every day before work or at lunchtime, get my coffee, get a sandwich or get a salad and stuff like that. When you're in a rat race, you've got to quickly step out and then go back into work and stuff like that. And I did some research. I watched some few videos, did a bit of research and stuff like that. And did research on the ground here to see what is on offer.
Right, right. I love the fact that you said you use Ghanaian coffee beans.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gold Coast coffee beans,
I know
actual
that brand, yeah.
beans. Yeah, they have the grounded ones,
Yeah.
but we use the actual coffee beans, so you get that nice flavor and the aroma as well.
I watched a video podcast this week. I sent it to him. Let me find it for you. It's some coffee guy who has done research and written books on coffee. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
people, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. He had facts about coffee and your health and blah, blah. I'm like, he's gone real deep into coffee. I'm glad you're doing this. Anthony again says, okay, thanks. We'll love to visit. Please do. He says he loves the conversation. I told you, men watch the show more than women, or maybe men comment more.
Come on,
more
women.
than women.
Come on, women. Where we at? Oh, we love the men too.
Yeah, but Amanda, thank you so much for coming on the Women Lately show.
Thank you for
I
having
can
me.
already see that I'll have you back
Ah,
to talk about something.
Oh, you make it very easy, Francesca.
So I hear. Maybe because I like talking.
Yeah, and me too. So a match made in heaven. So.
I used to say I'm quiet. These days people are telling me, no, you
You're
cannot.
not quiet.
You can't host a radio show and claim you are quiet. So I've accepted my new reality that I like talking.
It's good.
I want to find this for you, hopefully. Aha. There's this guy called, he's a UK guy who does this podcast.
Okay.
I forget his name. Are you into podcasts at all?
Yeah, I do watch a few podcasts. UK ones like the Uncut podcast and the Shits and Gigs podcast. They're very London.
Yeah. The Uncut is the one they do in the kitchen? Is it that
No,
one?
it's these 3 Nigerian girls.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
It's just their ad-libbing that makes it funny. They've always got a dilemma. So the dilemmas are really interesting and their responses to the dilemmas are quite funny.
Okay. I'm trying to get this guy, but if Rimpo can help me. I can't find his name. But he's one of your top podcasters. Black guy in the UK. Or you're not into... Are you like me? I listen to women podcasters.
I listen to whatever the subject is, and if I like the subject, I listen to it, and I might listen to a few more after that.
Okay.
But there's too many podcasts, and the market is oversaturated. There's a lot.
You're starting one, right? You said?
Yeah, we want to start one because there's a lot of conversations as outsiders, how we observe societal interactions with men and women and the do's and the don'ts and all these sort of things for us living in Kumasi, myself, and we've got some friends that are born and bred here that we have conversations and we've always said, oh, this would make for a good podcast.
Yeah.
So we are thinking of starting one. It's just about everyone's just really busy.
I think that makes for one more talk shop. If we do podcasts, it's like we're still talking and talking and talking, you know.
Yeah.
But
And it's light-hearted, it's funny.
yeah.
But also it's reality as well, just to get a better understanding of our behaviours, and because we're coming from a different society and how we do things, so it's interesting to compare and understand how things are and how things work here. So and then for people listening, if they're from here, then if they're from outside, they learn, and then if you're from here, then you kind of understand why you might behave in a certain way or do things in a certain way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, on that note, I want to say oh yeah, I was talking about Stephen Bartlett.
The one that's supposed to look like Will Smith. Okay, I don't see it myself. Yeah, no, I've watched a few of his podcasts. Yeah.
He had a coffee guy on there. You should listen to that. I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay.
But on that note, thanks Amanda for joining. I will be at the coffee shop sometime this week.
Thank you for having me, and I'll be expecting you.
We will be in the studio next week, same time. That will be our last episode for the season. My boss says no. Okay, I retract. That will not be. That will be episode 13 of season 5 of the Women Lately show. My name, as always, Francesca Taylor. Good afternoon.